Hello students. Welcome to another exciting lesson. Can you guess how your favorite meal travels through your body? Buckle up, because today we'll be diving into the fascinating adventure of the digestive system. First, let's review what we learned in our last class. In our last class, we discussed plants' classification based on their life cycles, such as annual plants, biennial plants, and perennial plants. Before we move ahead, let's look at the lesson objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to 1. Understand the digestive system. 2. Mention the parts of the alimentary tract. 3. Explain how parts of the alimentary tract are modified to aid digestion. Are you ready? Let's dive into the fascinating world of the alimentary tract. First, let's define digestion. Digestion is the process by which the food we eat is broken down into smaller, simpler substances that the body can absorb and use for energy, growth, and repair. Now, let's define the digestive system. The digestive system is a group of organs that work together to break down food and liquids into substances the body can use for energy, growth, and tissue repair. These organs form what is called the alimentary tract or digestive tract. Think of it as the pathway food travels as it gets digested in your body. Now, let's move ahead. There are different parts and types of alimentary tract. Don't worry, we will discuss it one after the other. Let's begin with the parts of alimentary tract and their functions. The alimentary tract consists of various organs working together to aid digestion. These include the mouth, which is the starting point of digestion. It is where food is chewed. Next is pharynx. It helps move food from the mouth to the esophagus by swallowing. Then, the esophagus, which is also known as gullet, moves food to the stomach via peristalsis. I know the word peristalsis is new to you. I will explain. Peristalsis is a wave-like movement that helps push food through the digestive system. Now, let's continue. Another part of alimentary tract is stomach. It produces acid and enzymes to break down food. Next is small intestine. It absorbs nutrients from digested food, while the large intestine absorbs water and forms feces. Then, the rectum temporarily stores solid waste, and the anus helps remove solid waste from the body. If you have come this far with me, well done, you're doing great. Now, let's discuss types of alimentary tract in some animals. Each animal has a unique way of breaking down food. Let's explore some examples. We will start with planaria. Planaria is a free-living flatworm with a simple alimentary tract that has one opening, which is the mouth. Food enters and waste exits through the same opening. Planaria also has small and large intestine, which help it to absorb food and water nutrients. The small intestine has 3 branches. One is leading to the head and the other 2 towards the tail. Next is the earthworm. The alimentary tract includes the mouth, pharynx, esophagus, crop, gizzard, intestine, and anus. It swallows soil and organic matter through the mouth. The pharynx releases mucus to lubricate the food, and the food is stored temporarily in the crop and ground in the gizzard. Nutrients are absorbed in the intestine, and waste exits through the anus. Let's look at the grasshopper. The alimentary tract of a grasshopper includes the mouth, salivary glands, esophagus, crop, gizzard, and anus. The mouth cuts and grinds food, while the salivary gland releases enzymes for digestion. The food passes through the esophagus, then stored in the crop, ground in the gizzard, and waste exits through the anus. We will look at the alimentary tract of birds. The tract includes the beak, mouth, pharynx, esophagus, crop, gizzard, intestine, and anus, which is also known as cloaca in some animals. Birds lack teeth, so food is picked up with the beak, stored in the crop, ground in the gizzard. The nutrients are absorbed in the intestine, and waste exits through the cloaca. Let's move to the rabbit. The alimentary tract includes the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. The mouth grabs food, which is chewed with teeth. The food passes through the esophagus and broken down in the stomach with enzymes. The nutrients are absorbed in the small intestine. Water is absorbed in the large intestine, and waste exits through the anus. Now, let's look at human alimentary tract. I know you have been waiting to hear how digestion takes place in your body. Wait no more. You will find out today. The human alimentary tract includes the mouth, esophagus, stomach, duodenum, small intestine, large intestine, cecum, rectum, and anus. Food is chewed in the mouth and swallowed through the esophagus into the stomach. The stomach releases enzymes called renin and pepsin which help in breaking down food. Then, the duodenum is where conversion of food into simpler particles take place. For an example, amylase breaks starch into maltose. Lipase breaks fats and oil into fatty acids and glycerol. Then trypsin breaks proteins into polypeptides. After the conversions, nutrients are absorbed in the small intestine, while water and salts are absorbed in the cecum. Then, the undigested food passes into the large intestine, where waste products are turned into feces. Waste is stored in the rectum and removed through the anus. That's all for today. You've done an amazing job. Please attempt the following classwork. 1. Define digestion and digestive system. 2. List 4 parts of alimentary tract in humans and state their functions. Let's look at what we have learned so far. Today, we define digestion and digestive system. We explore the parts of the alimentary tract and their functions. We also discuss the alimentary tract in different animals. In our next class, we will learn about the feeding mechanisms of animals. Thanks for your time, and see you soon.